Hey, this is Mr. Jarvis. We're looking at our math for September 7th, and we're looking at surface area today. We built with some rectangular prisms and found the surface area um, in class today. So on this one, we have some shapes. These are like unfolded shapes. So this would be the bottom here. I don't know if let me see here. Can you see? So this is the bottom that I highlighted here. This is the top. I don't know if you can see, this is the front, back, side, side. Okay. And then I'll just emphasize that this is a line right here that folds over. That's why this side's longer. This folds over and becomes the top. That's the top right here. Top. Okay. So let's go ahead and solve this out. So I just need to find the area of each one of these shapes. So I'm going to start off with the bottom, and it's 2 by 3. I'll just write that. That's 2 by 3, and that equals 6 for the bottom. And then the top is here. It's also 2 by 3, and that also equals 6. Okay? So I have a bottom, a top, a front, and a back. The front is 2 by 5. 2 by 5. And that's 10. Let me write that better. I'm sorry. So it's 2 by 5. And that equals 10. That's the front. So if the front is 2 by 5, 10 squares, the back's also going to be 2 by 5. And I think you kind of see the pattern I'm getting at. Okay. And now the sides, don't forget this line here. Can't get it right on here. The sides are each 5 by 3. So one side is 5 by 3, and that's 15. And the other side is 5. This side here is 5 by 3, and that's 15. And in class, what we kind of worked out is we have our bottom and our top. We have our front and our back. And we have our side and our side. So let me put the equal sign here. So you really could just find the front, the bottom, and the side and times each of those by 2. So really we end up with 12 plus 20 plus 30. And we get 62. And it's square feet. It's feet squared. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at another one. And we'll kind of look at it a little bit differently. So I'm going to put maybe change colors here. Maybe make my line just a little bit thicker too. I think that actually would help. Okay, so we're going to call this the bottom. Oh, that's too thick. Sorry. We're going to call this the bottom. Still too thick. We're going to call this the bottom. This would be the top for T. This is the front. This is the back. I'll put BA for back. Side and side. So for the bottom, we also have the top. So I just need to find this. So the bottom is an actual square. So the bottom and the top are 4 by 4. So instead of doing this twice, I know for 5 a bottom, I also have to have a top. I'm just going to times that by 2. And I'm going to get 32. Okay. The side is 3 by 4. 3 by 4. So I'm just going to double the side. That's 12 times 2 is 24. Okay. And the front and the back are both 4 by 3. The front is 4 by 3. If I have a front, I also have a back. So I'm just going to double the front, and I also get 24. Okay. So for this one, and I add them all up, 24, I should get 80 square feet. So the surface area is 80 feet squared. Okay. So for the third one's a little trickier. I'm going to let you do some of the third one on your own. I'm going to try to keep these videos short. And that this has a cone top. So I have a bottom, but for the bottom, I don't have a top. The bottom equals, that looks like a number, sorry. The bottom is 6 by 5, but I don't have a corresponding top. And that's 30. Because this is going to be come up to it's going to be like a triangular prism. Okay. But I have a side. I only have one bottom, but I have two sides. And those sides are also 4 by 5. And I have two of them. So I times that by 2. So that would be 40. Now, this one's a little tricky, and I have two of these. So the bottom row, this is actually 8 squares. So if you count them, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is half, and this is half. 2 halves make a whole. So this row is 5 that I just did. That's 5. 6, 7, and 2 halves would be 8, and then 9. So then I have 9, and I have 9 for one side, and I have this one is 9 as well. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, half, 5. So that's 5 there. 6, 7, half, 8, 9. So I have 9 here and 9 here for 18. And you should get 88 square feet for this. And I put a 2 because it's really just we're measuring something that's flat. So if you took the time to watch this, we're going to be working with more on this. And we're going to work with a formula. So all we know is the length and width and height of a rectangular prism. And we'll be able to find its surface area.